up in the building. Let's turn that off. Let's see who's up in here. Who's up in here? All right, let's see. Boom. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, who's up in here? Next chapter. Big shout out to you being the first one to come through. PIU in the building. One blessed man, number one. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So we're about to get into some live charting, giving out the going over the plays that I gave to my Discord community. But before we get into the live charting, let me handle this disclosure, this disclaimer. So please note that the following is not legal advice and is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Investing in securities carries a high degree of risk and can result in the loss of your entire investment. You should consult with a qualified financial advisor or legal professional before making any investment decisions. The information contained in this presentation does not constitute an offer or solicitation to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments. Any opinions expressed in this presentation are subject to change without notice and should not be relied upon as a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. Please do your own due diligence and research before making any investment decisions. So I'm just here to share my experience, share my knowledge, my guidance, the things that I've done, get questions, get feedback from you all, and get it going. So big shout out to TKTK, Supper Boy Ice, Isaac Martinez. Thank y'all for coming through. Go ahead and drop some likes. I see y'all. Red Bishop, thank y'all for coming through. So let's take a look and see what's going on in the market right quick. I'll bring myself down just a bit. Y'all let me know if the audio sounds good. So this was the main play of the day. This was my only play, which was Baba. So I alerted at the very beginning of the day to take calls on Baba after we had this strong bullish hammer right here on the 30-minute chart. And as we can see, if we just zoom down a little bit, it bounced off of yesterday's high. So it used, or really Friday's, it used Friday's high as a nice solid base of support. It used Friday's high as a nice solid base of support. We bounced up. Once this candle closed right here on the 30-minute chart, I alerted calls and just rode it up a bit. Now I got out, I took my profits in my profit target, but we can see Baba is riding up. We might want to just take a look at the daily chart to see if it's closing some type of gap, where the resistance can be at, and where will be the next profit target to get out. Yo, Lima, thank you for coming through. I see you. I see you. Michael Wiley, thank you for what's up. Thanks for coming through. Y'all had to drop some likes for your boy. Drop some likes. You guys let me know. Can you hear me? How does the audio sound? Can y'all hear me? Let me turn it up. Turn it up. How does the audio sound? All right. So let's get some likes. Let's get some likes, y'all. Jody, thank you for coming through. Hussein, I think the camera needs to be adjusted just a bit. Looks like it might be tilted. So give me just a moment, y'all. Let me kind of fix that. About right there. Cool. So this was the play of the day for me and my team. This was the play of the day. Went ahead and got into some Baba calls right here around the 69.80 mark. Rode it up to about 70 some odd dollars, but it's still riding. So DC Coffee, thank you for coming through, or D Coffee. Rippler 369, yo Lucy, I see you. I see y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. So I'll show y'all the proof in the pudding just to let you know. So here is the Discord, and here is where I gave the alert that I was in Baba calls. Let me move this over just a bit. And this is exactly like I said. I gave this alert once this candle finished right here. Gave it through. Educated and new. All right, Lucy. So like I said, this is options trading. We're talking about options trading. I gave the alert to buy some calls on the ticker Baba. That is Barry Adam. And this was this morning. I am on the West Coast. I am in California. So if you guys are looking at my screen and you see timestamps like this right here, 7:09, just remember I'm on the West Coast, so I trade on the West Coast time. So just keep that in mind if you're trying to cross-reference the charts and things of that nature. Yo, Lucy, big shout out to you. Thank you for the follow. I'll be tapping in with you. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to hit me up one-on-one directly in the DM. You can leave a comment on any one of my videos if you need me to clarify something. Or most importantly, you can join the Discord. You get the first 30 days free, and you get access to all of our materials, all of our content, all of our signals, one-on-one sessions, group sessions, everything like that. You could try this out for 30 days. If you're liking it, you can continue to rock with us. It's just $10 a month. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. You could bounce and keep it pushing before that 30 days up, and you won't be charged anything. But like I said, it was scalps this morning on Baba. You could have even turned it into a day trade. So let's go back to the chart. thank all 60 y'all for rocking with me, and let's break this down a little bit. So here is the 30-minute chart for Baba. That's Alibaba. I like to trade the 30-minute. I am primarily a scalper. That means I like to get in and out of my trades very fast. But I am turning into a swing trader so that my community has more opportunities to get into trades. So this is like a perfect, nice, straightforward trade or play right here. You could have scalped it for this immediate bounced up, but if you have more patience, you could have waited through this little consolidation. This is almost like an ascending triangle, and then waited for this breakout to push up. Yo, Squill, thanks for the follow. Jing Wenji, I see you. Yo. So let's break it down one more time for those of you that might have just joined. So we're looking at Alibaba, and essentially what happened from Friday going into today, the market gapped up, especially for this ticker. The stock immediately went down and closed that gap from Friday's high where it closed and formed this nice bullish hammer. It used Friday's high as a level of support, like a springboard, and it sprung forward. So right when this candle closed, basically using that support, using this candlestick pattern, recognizing that that gap was closed, I alerted that this was a good opportunity to take some calls. I got in, got out, made about 7% profit, 10%, something like that, and then just got out. But if you continue to ride it up, you are getting blessed with the bag. Getting blessed with the bag. Yo, El Ferrari, thank you for the follow, my guy. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yep. Yo, Ray J Mobile Car Wash, thanks for coming through. I see y'all. So if there's any other tickers y'all want me to take a look at, or if there's anything that you want me to explain or break down when it comes to the options trading, let me know, because that is what I am here for. And I definitely want to show love to beginner traders. So if you're new to trading, this is all for you. Connor Higginbotham wants to take a look at SPY, of course. So if you're new to trading, the number one ticker that I recommend that you trade is SPY. If you want to add just a smidgen of variety, then you want to add QQQ, because they move very similarly. They both have a lot of volume, and so you can use and test out a lot of strategies, both back testing and forward testing, if you're trading both SPY and QQQ. And what we see, it's a very bullish day so far for SPY. Look at this, just running up. Boom, boom. And we kind of had the same thing happen. You had to be a little bit more patient with SPY. It pushed down, but then we had this bullish hammer that occurred after this gap was filled, just like Alibaba had that gap filled. I'll say 90% filled, not 100%. This white shaded area. So if you ever see a white shaded area on my charts, just know that I'm indicating that there was a gap. So we're looking at a gap from Friday into Monday. SPY almost closed it about 90%. It gave us a nice little signal that, hey, it's about done. It's done trying to close this gap with this bullish hammer. Basically used the low of Friday as a support zone and bounced up and shot all the way up right now. So now we are above yesterday's or Friday's high. Connor Higginbotham, very bullish day, was a little slow and missed out earlier. Yeah, today, at least the start of the day, was more about patience. It was more about patience. There was definitely bullish sentiment, bullish indication, but you had to be patient depending on what ticker you're trading to see when you needed to get in, how long you wanted to hold, things like that. Definitely a patient style first half of the trading day. But with that being said, we'll take a look at both SPY and go back to Alibaba. But what we want to take a look at, let me go here and change this to the daily. Okay, let's see how much SPY could possibly go. So it looks like SPY wants to close. It wants to attempt to close this gap right here. So just like I said to y'all, I like to indicate or chart my gaps with a white shaded rectangle. So we've got a gap that was kind of crazy. Well, we already filled the gap. Never mind. Gap was already filled from that downside move down. So we might even just use this shaded area as just a support and resistance zone. I don't think we're going to break out of this today. I think the most that we might see today is that SPY goes to the top of this shaded area, and that's about it. I could be wrong. Nobody can predict the markets, but that's what my thoughts are. Since we already closed this gap on the downward, coming back down after it gapped up, I'm thinking that we might just use this zone as a support and resistance zone. So we'll see how the day turns out. Nest says 495.50 is the monthly support area. Monthly support 495.50, and it looks like Nest is about right. That's about right. Monthly support. So we could take a look right here on the chart. give or take a few cents depending on how much you want to be exact, but that's about right. We did get some support down here. You can kind of see it over in this area. So one thing that I also do is I like to chart my support and resistance zones with a orange shaded area, if you will. So we'll mark that right there. Taking a look at SPY, I like to do an orange shaded area for my support and resistance zones. We'll go ahead and change that. Boom. But yeah, so like I'm saying, I think the most that we may see for today is that SPY will just operate in this white shaded area. So if you are in calls right now, if I was in calls for SPY, because I can't tell y'all what to do, this isn't financial advice, but if I were in calls right now for SPY, I would definitely be having some strong profit targets below this shaded area, below this top line. If y'all rock with me, let me know. Squill says, where can I find the Discord? Yeah, so the Discord is called Passive Income University, and you could just check the bio. You know how that goes. Just check the bio. The link is there. It's the top link. It's the first one. And so you can join. Like I said, first 30-day free. We got weekly group sessions. You got one-on-one sessions that you can do with me. You get access to all our content and resources. And the thing that I love the most about our Discord is we have monthly cash giveaways, monthly cash prizes. So basically, more so than just trading, I really want to encourage people to invest and build passive income portfolios. Whether you like dividend stocks, whether you like rental properties, whether you want to own your own side business like a mobile detailing business or a vending machine or whatever the case may be, the goal of my Discord community is to help us develop passive income portfolios. So one way that I encourage people to do that is each month I give my community somewhat of a challenge, and whoever participates in the challenge, I pick one person and then I give them a cash prize. So maybe $100, $250, $500, whatever the case may be. But that's just the way I want to encourage people to put money aside and start building things for their future. Yes. So, Cygnus Orion, thanks for the follow. D Wills, thank you for the follow. Enrique, thank you for the follow. That guy PDX 503, thank you for the follow, and thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. So we're taking a look at SPY right now. It is the daily chart. We had already closed this gap from multiple days of red bearish days, and so now we're back operating in this gap. And I believe this gap that we were operating in that's already been closed is just going to operate as just an area of activity, almost like a support and resistance zone. I could be mistaken, but that's my thoughts. So if you are currently in calls for SPY, I can't tell you what to do. But if it was me, if I was still in a trade and I had calls to the upside, I would be thinking about setting some very strong profit targets, some very distinct profit targets in this area to go ahead to look to get out. That's just my thoughts. I could be wrong. Yo. So thank y'all for joining. Thank you so much for the likes, all 50 of y'all. If there's any other tickers we want to take a look at, for sure. But if you are just joining, I will go over the call out that I did one more time. So the call out that I did for the community was for Alibaba. That's ticker symbol BABA. That's Barry Adams. And what we saw was Alibaba immediately had this gap up, of course, from Friday. Market opened up right here. It shot down and closed that gap quickly. Didn't even waste time in the first 30 minutes. Ran down, closed the gap, shot back up, and created this bullish hammer. When it did that, when it used the previous day's or Friday's high as support and it made this bullish hammer candlestick pattern, I alerted that I was thinking, I had strong belief that there's going to be calls to the upside. Of course, that's what happened. I'm more of a scalper. I'm not a greedy person. I'm very conservative with my trading. I got in, got out in this area and bounced, but we're still running up. We're still going up. So just like SPY, the next thing that we want to check out is where could there be some additional profit targets or resistance areas for Alibaba. All right. Miriam says, which indicator? Let me go back through. Thank y'all for rocking with your boy. Gianni Bonora, thanks for the follow. Albert, thank you for the follow. Yes. All right. So let me go through. So Miriam, I hope you're still in here. The indicator that I use on a daily basis, every single day, this one that shows you these three lines, we got a white line, a blue line in the middle, and then another white line. This indicator is called the, let me show you, SSS 50% rule indicator. And that triple S, those three S's stand for Sarah Strat Sniper. So she's an awesome trader. She trades the strat. She's big on YouTube and Twitter, so y'all can go follow her. Wonderful lady, very, very nice lady. Go check out Sarah Strat Sniper. This is her indicator. I use it every single day just so I can see where the previous day levels were. And so as we see, it definitely respected those levels today. All right, Enrique wants to take a look at AMC. Big shout out to Iggy93. Thank you for the follow. Yo, Jay, thank you for the follow. Squill wants to take a look at Tesla. So let me go ahead and I will go ahead and get those things going. So first we want to take a look at AMC. AMC, that's ticker symbol Ashley, Mary, Charlie. We're taking a look at AMC. JJ Plains says AMC is trash. AMC is trash. That's what JJ Plains is saying. But let's just take a look. It is right now considered a penny stock. So formally, right? Because there's essentially like two definitions for what a penny stock is. But if you were to go onto Fidelity and you were to try to buy shares of AMC right now, Fidelity would give you a warning that, hey, this stock is below $5 a share, and that qualifies as a penny stock, if you will. So I kind of follow that same definition. Now, the other definition of penny stock, of course, is anything under $1. But for me, anything under $5 is considered a penny stock to me. So we're looking at the daily chart for AMC. Just immediately right off of the top of my eyes can do a quickly eyeball. We might come into these order block areas right here. So we've got two order blocks right on top of each other. We've got a sell order block and a buy order block. And I think we could see getting up to the $4 range, maybe within the next couple of days or few days. Obviously, that depends on the market. We've got a lot of crazy things going on, right? We've got the U.S. economic reports coming up this week. Yo, how many of y'all put a 1 in the chat if you have a website that you use to bring up economic reports, especially for the U.S.? Put a 1 in the chat. If you don't have a website that you use for your economic reports, then put a question mark in the chat and I'll show you a website. I'm pretty sure we all can guess what it is, but we want to make sure we have tools and resources in our belt for these types of things, because we've got a lot of news going on around the world. All right. Unfortunately, humanity is going through a lot of turmoil right now. A lot of people have problems with each other and there's talks of war. And then we've got all of the economic things going on with the U.S. So Squill put a question mark. JJ Plain says bear flag headed to rejection. Good eye, good eye. Haven't really dove in just yet. And I'm not going to forget about Tesla. Enrique's talking to Squill. He's saying puts on Tesla. But if you do not have a website where you go and you have just a reminder of where you should be getting your economic news, especially for the U.S., of course, and I think probably most of us, if you're not new to trading, you're probably already aware of where I want to go with this, which is Market Watch. So Market Watch puts out a weekly calendar for all the economic reports that you should be aware of. Fortunately for us today, there wasn't anything that came out. But of course, we got some things lined up for tomorrow. We got the flash PMI. And then Wednesday, we got durable goods. Thursday, we've got the GDP, initial jobless claims. And then Friday, we got even more personal income and the PCE index. So if you are new to trading, this is for the beginners out there. If you are new and you do not have a website that reminds you or tells you about the economic reports that are coming up for the week, then the number one place that you want to start off with is marketwatch.com. You can just do a Google search for Market Watch US Economic Calendar, and it's going to bring you right here. So you want to add that to your daily checklist. If you're new to trading and you don't have a website that you use, add this to your checklist. Yo, Gennaro, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. But let's go back and let's take a look at AMC. So initially, I was seeing that maybe within the next couple of days, we'll come up, maybe get close to this $4 area. We did have somebody in the chat saying that there is a bearish flag being formed. I hope they were talking about AMC. But that's initially what I'm seeing right now. And then you could kind of go back and see if we have any. Even right here, we have a little bit more of a confirmation that there was support right here. So that's my thoughts. We might not get quite close into $4, but I do still see some more potential upside as of this very moment when it comes to AMC. That is my thoughts, especially if you look over here, going back to this area on the left-hand side of the screen, we have somewhat of a little bit of support, which is right in alignment with these buy and order blocks. So I'm thinking over the next couple of days we could come up. But the number one thing that's going to be a big risk for you is all of this economic turmoil. So at any given moment, if something happens, we can see the market just drop. So use extreme caution. Trade a little bit less than you normally would trade. So if your average trade is $2,000, then maybe you only want to trade with $750 just for risk management, just to keep yourself protected from the wildness that's going on. Yo, Bob the Gambler, thank you so much for the follow. Yep, thank you all. M. Robbie 2003, thank you for coming through. We got about 40 people rocking with us. 39, 40 people, thank y'all. Drop the likes. Okay, let's go take a look at Tesla. We have somebody that wanted to look at Tesla. Let's go see. All right, let's take a look at Tesla, see what's going on. Woo Drops, thanks for coming. Devin, I see you. Thanks for joining. Yo, Nico083, thank you for coming through. We're taking a look at Tesla in just a moment once this comes up. All right, we got Tesla in the building. Let's start off with that daily chart. It's giving them, there we go. All right, so the last time I charted Tesla, like I said, if you're just now joining, if you ever see orange shaded areas on my chart, those are what I have previously charted as support and resistance zones. So it's been a while since I've traded or looked at Tesla. It looks like we are officially below that support and resistance zone. Let me bring it up so y'all can see it. We got some major gap down. Major gaps down. When is earnings for Tesla, y'all? When is the earnings for Tesla? Let's see. When is the earnings for Tesla? Let me go ahead and bring this up. All right. Earnings for Tesla is tomorrow after hours. I think Elon and those guys, they're going to say something wild to run it up. Who feels the same way? Tesla probably about to have a dead cat bounce before next drop. Is this options trading? I'm trying to learn. Yeah, Devin, this is options trading. That's what I trade right now. It's all about options trading. Of course, you can use some of the concepts from options to trade other things because a lot of trading has similar concepts. There's details that are different between futures, commodities, forex, and all that kind of stuff. But the principles, for the most part, the foundation for trading is about the same. But for me, I trade options. So big shout out to Enrique. Yes, tomorrow after hours, Tesla is going to report earnings, as we can see right there. We've got some straight drops down on the daily chart. Look at these gaps down, huge gaps down. So I really do think that Tesla is going to announce something or say something that's going to cause the stock to rip up. Now, here's the thing. I have learned from getting my hand burned several times, getting my hand scorched, not to play earnings. So if you play earnings, more power to you. What I would recommend, especially if you're new to trading and earnings seems very enticing to you, I would say play the move after. Use that momentum and that rush after. So if the market reacts well or bullish to Tesla's earnings, go ahead and get in after and catch that continued move. If the market reacts negatively and we see some bearish sentiment, then get in after. Don't try to buy your calls or your puts beforehand. That's for us newbies out there. Now, if you're a seasoned veteran when it comes to playing earnings, like I just said, more power to you. LMR Pro, big shout out to you. Thank you for the follow. Devin, thank you for the follow. AZE007 says how to become a pro on options trading. The long and short of that answer, to tell you directly, the way that you become a pro at options trading is experience and time. That's the number one thing right there. Number two is you need to back test and forward test your strategies. And then number three, you need patience and discipline. If you pour your heart and soul into those three things, you'll become a pro at options trading. Simple and plain. Yo, fitness goals. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate y'all. And thank y'all for the likes. We're getting close to 1K. We are getting close to 1K. Shan, I see you. Thanks for coming through. Enrique says, press release stated, decline in volumes. They produced 433,000, but delivered 387,000. Oh, snap. So that's what I'm saying, man. So like, let's everybody take a look. Enrique dropped some good knowledge for us. He says, press release stated, decline in volumes. They produced 433,000 vehicles, but they only delivered 387,000 in the last quarter. So like I said, I've been burned so many times playing earnings. It may seem that something is going to be one way, right? That it's going to be a miss on the earnings. And even if it's a miss, right? Let's just say a company missed everything on their earnings. They may say something in the report that causes the market to be bullish, even though they missed the earnings, or vice versa. They may have beat earnings, right? This just happened to me. This was like the straw that broke the camel's back. This just happened to me last week with, I blocked it out of my memory. What was that? What Netflix. All right, so we all saw last week Netflix beat their earnings. They beat their revenue, they beat their earnings per share, and they even said they doubled the number of subscribers they thought they were going to get. They thought they were only going to get 4 million subscribers, and they got 9 million. They blew all the numbers out of the water. But they said one thing. They said one thing the market didn't like, which was going forward, they're no longer going to report how many subscribers that they got. That caused the bears to come out like monsters in full force and drop the stock $50, $60 in a day. So that's why playing earnings is very, very tricky, because even if you know, like, let's just say, you know, like insider trading, you know that a company's going to beat their earnings. If they say one thing that the market doesn't like, it'll tank everything. So that's why I say you should play the momentum. Play the momentum after the earnings have been released. All right. JJ Plains gave us some good wisdom. Big shout out to JJ Plains. To be a pro options trader, you have to learn to accept losses. Yes, yes, yes. Now, fortunately for me, and as you guys can tell, I'm very transparent. That's one of the things that I was able to quickly get over psychologically, just understanding that in this game, losses are going to come along with it. All right, JJ Plains says also Cybertruck recalls. That's another thing to keep in mind too. Yes. Yo, big shout out to Arthur for coming through. 62 Quesada, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. All right, we got about 30 people rocking with us, but we did get over the 1K mark in the likes. So thank y'all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all of that. I appreciate y'all. But just purely based off of a technical analysis, right? Purely based off a technical analysis, if we didn't have earnings to worry about, and if there wasn't this craziness going on with the recalls and the low delivery sales, I would say we would have a little bit more to drop to come down on Tesla. As we can see, let me move it over so you guys can see it on the chart. Getting a little choppy. So way over here, we can see that Tesla was below 100 way back in January of 2023. And so we're kind of dropping down into this little valley. Let me move this over some more. We're dropping down more so into this little valley. So you might be able to zoom in right here on this daily chart and identify some more points of support and resistance, but it's very likely, just from a technical analysis standpoint, that we can drop deeper into this valley where Tesla could get closer and closer to $100 a share. But I'm thinking that with these big push downs, Elon Musk is probably going to try to announce something crazy just to push the stock back up. But that's because I became a conspiracy theorist with earnings, right? Like I said, I've gotten burned so many times with earnings. So that's my thoughts there. We have this gap to the upside that needs to be filled. But here we go. Squill says, headed to class. Great live, brother. Great gems. You're getting a new follower. See you soon. I appreciate you, Squill. I'll be tapping in with you, man. Yeah, thank you all to the new followers. Thank you for everybody that has tapped in with me this morning. For sure, if you have any questions, just leave a comment on one of my videos or shoot me a message in the DMs. I'd love to help everybody out, especially new traders. I'm not going to front and act like I'm some pro expert trader that knows everything and I only have bangers and home runs and grand slams and I deliver 1,000% every single day. No, I'm showing you guys a realistic, transparent view of trading and what it's like to be an average trader who doesn't have a large account, the things that I experience and the things that I go through. So I'm all about showing transparency. Devin says, how did you start? So if you guys want the long story, give me a 1. If you want the short, quick story, I can drop a 2. It's all about what you guys want. Yo, Yummy Delicious, thanks for coming through. Jackie Purrier, thank you for coming through. We got 20 of y'all. Big shout out to everybody who's either working or going to school or in class or in between meetings, or you're trying to run errands, but you're tapped in with the live with me today. I got a lot of love for y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Devin, if you want the long story, I'll go ahead and I'll try to sum it up and keep it medium, right? So I consider myself to be a pandemic trader. There are a lot of us that got started as a result of or during the pandemic. So it is April of 2020. I decided to go outside and get some exercise, and I'm looking around, and this might seem a little bit vain, but I noticed that everybody that was outside working out in April of 2020 during when we were on lockdown, all of those people looked like fitness influencers. They were all in shape. They were all like, they had good physiques. You know what I'm talking about, right? And something dawned on me. Back at that time, something told me like, yo, whoever commits themselves to whatever it is, whether it's finances, fitness, their mental health, spirituality, eating healthier, building better relationships with their family and friends, whoever commits themselves to that is going to be the ones that win in the long run as we could go through this pandemic, go through whatever is going crazy in the world. So that was what I was thinking. Where I landed on was I wanted to improve my finances. So I don't know exactly what it was, but something exposed me to the stock market and was like, yo, you need to get into stock trading. And so I had already had a little bit of exposure, but not much, just from investing in my retirement accounts, right? Your Roth and your 401k, things like that. But I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not a gatekeeper at all. I like to share my story, my journey, so that it helps other people. So I call up my homeboys and I'm like, yo, bro, I'm thinking about getting into stock trading. Crazy enough, right at that moment, my first homeboy that I called up, he said that he had joined an options trading group, right? It was like a free community, just people that were learning it and sharing ideas together. And that was in May, June of 2020. And that's when I got exposed to options trading. I joined that group and I did my very first options trade of June of 2020. It was a call for Carnival, ticker symbol CCL, and I made $50 in like an hour. That was my very first exposure of options trading. Now, with that being said, I didn't take options trading seriously for about 3 years. So all of 2020, 2021, and 2022, I kind of just effed around. And I really, really didn't take it seriously. I wasn't committed to it. I had ups and downs. I was pretty much just gambling. But it wasn't until January of 2023, so the beginning of last year, where I said, yo, I want to make this my life. I want to be a full-time trader, and I want to be committed to this. It's kind of like if you were dating a girl, right? You've been dating her for a couple of years, but you haven't really learned and decided, or it hadn't really hit you yet that this is the girl that you want to marry. That's exactly what happened with me. I woke up, I was like, yo, I love this girl. I want to marry her. And so in January 2023, got married to options trading and committed myself to it. So here we are in 2024. Yo. Thank y'all for the follow. So Devin, I hope that answers your question about how I started. I can answer more detailed questions if you like. I can tell you about my biggest days. I can tell you about my biggest losses. I can tell you about all that kind of stuff. Tracy Abdul Rahim, Tyrese Abdul Rahim, dividend stocks and stop losses, everything. I love dividend stocks. Like I said, my community is called Passive Income University, and the number one thing that the community is about is showing you how to make or develop a new skill, right? Like options trading is a new skill, computer programming, learning a new skill, and taking the extra money that you get from that new skill and then building up a passive income portfolio. So for me, my favorite type of passive income is dividend stocks. But I know for some people, they don't like dividends. It's too slow. You need a lot of money to really see the gains and the benefits. So in the community, we talk about everything. Rental properties, starting your own business, vending machine, mobile car wash, all that kind of stuff. Yo, Sheldon, thanks for the follow. Yes, covered calls. That's another good source right there. You can do covered calls. Any other ticker symbols we want to take a look at? Let's go check on Alibaba. This was the play of the day. So if you just joined and you missed it, this was the play of the day, Alibaba, where I gave a signal. I was telling my community to get calls on Alibaba, and here we are running up. Looks like we've reached a bit of resistance, and that's one thing I wanted to check. Let's look at the daily chart on Alibaba and see if we did reach a resistance zone. And look at this, we closed this gap. That was formed. So it looks like we did reach resistance. And just like I was saying with SPY, you now want to start thinking about getting out. If you were riding this all up and you are in profit with your contracts, now is a good time to go ahead and exit. Don't get greedy. Don't hesitate. Don't stutter step. Don't overthink it. Go ahead and get out. Take your profits and go. We closed this gap from April 15th. So go ahead and slide on out and take the day as a victory. Take the day as a victory. Devin says, where do you find this community? You can check my bio. It's the first link. So like I said, you get the first 30 days free. You get access to everything you could ever imagine. So if you want our courses, our videos, materials, we have weekly trainings as a group. You can do one-on-ones with me, Q&A, all that kind of stuff. And then after 30 days, it's just $10 a month. And like I was saying not too long ago, my favorite thing about the community is I love to give back and I love to support y'all that support me. So every month I do some type of cash giveaway. You know, whether it's $100, $500, $250, I do a cash giveaway every month, and I structure my giveaways as challenges because I want to encourage you to invest long term, to build a passive income portfolio. So each month I come up with some type of challenge that encourages the community to invest and think long term. And so whoever participates, I pick one person and they win the cash prize. Andre Flororio says, teach yourself, you'll be better off. And so the thing about my TikTok lives and my community is we never want to knock anybody. The thing about options trading and the thing about trading in general is that there's all kind of strategies and styles that work. And so Andre makes a great point. You know, the number one thing you want to do is you want to have a self-driven mentality when it comes to trading. Of course, you can find a mentor. Of course, you can find a community like mine to help you. But the number one thing that's really going to help you get ahead is being proactive and self-driven. And the number one way that you can be self-taught, the number one way you can be self-taught when it comes to trading is having a trading journal and a back testing log. A trading journal and a back testing log. I said this earlier, write this down. The number one way that you can be self-taught when it comes to trading is having a trading journal and a back testing log. Those two things will show you the areas that you need to improve in, the areas where you're struggling. It's also going to show you where you're good at. Now, the dope thing about my community is once you join, you get automatically sent a template that I built for the back testing log and the trading journal. I created templates for my community. So the moment that you join, even if you're in the 30 days for free, that automatically gets sent to you just to help you out. Because like I said, I'm all about giving back and giving value. Yo, Chill, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Yes, yes. Deion Charles, thanks for coming through. We're almost at 1.5K likes. Let's run it up. Let's run it up. Feel free to share this with your family and friends. Like I said, if you were in the calls that I called out earlier for Alibaba, now is a good time to get out. Now is a good time because as you can see here, we closed this gap from April 15th. What was that, last week? So we closed this gap and it does appear to be like a support and resistance zone right here. So if you are new and you have some very, very basic questions, go ahead and ask them. Don't be shy. Don't hesitate. I'm all about sharing ideas. It's all about all of us growing together. There's no reason for us to not work together when the market makers and the big dogs, the big players, the big banks, they all work together to take advantage of us. So there's no reason that we shouldn't be working together. Queen Niche, thank you for coming through. Yes, yes, yes. Caroline, I see you. Thank you for coming through. As we can see right here, I just shaded out a support and resistance zone for Alibaba. So like I said, this is a good opportunity to get out of those calls if you were in them. If we take a look at my Discord community, I called out Alibaba calls this morning. It was a quick in and out for me. I hit my profit target and I bounced, but I was showing the chart to the community, getting out of there. Yes, yes, yes. So let's just take a look. So those were $95 a contract. And let's see where they're at. Well, first we got to go back and see what were the exact contracts. These were the 95 426s. These were the 95 426s. And they were $70 calls. Let's see where they're at now. 95 426 $70 calls. 95 426 $70 calls. 95 426 $70 calls in here. Thank y'all for coming through and rocking with your boy. 95 426 $70 calls. 555555555. Yo, thanks for joining. Ayan, is that how you pronounce it? Ayan, thanks for coming through. I see you. So we're about to take a look to see how those Alibaba calls are performing as long as this computer loads up. One thing I gotta say, man, is I really love my iMac desktop. I've had it for almost 10 years. I think I'm gonna go ahead and retire it next year but we want to look at those Alibaba 426 $70 calls just to see how they did and what they did for today. I got in at $95 average contract. How much money do you need to start? You know, that's a very tricky question, man. And I'm going to answer it for you right now. Let's take a look at those calls really quick. All right, so the $70 calls are right here. And they are currently at, let me move this over. So the $70 calls are currently at $1.31. And I alerted them when they were at 95. Let's just take a look. Let's see. Do we see the kind of performance on these? Why doesn't it show us how much it went up just for the day? That's weird. I'm going to answer your question, Devin. Give me just a moment. It is, you know, you asked a very tricky question. You're going to get a wide variety of answers. We'll use, even though it dropped to 129, let's just still use 131. Do a quick little mathematicas right now. Quick little mathematicas. So 95. Well, first we want to do 131 minus 95. Of course, that gives you 36. All right, so you do the 36 divided by 95. And that's almost 38%. So nice 38% return run up on those calls if you were to get out right at the 131, because it is starting to drop down just a little bit, as we can already tell from this options chain. Somebody says he doesn't understand anything but gambling. I'm not too sure what that means. Devin says, how much money do you need to start? So like I said, want to answer your question, Devin. Okay, so if you were to use just a general rule of thumb, right? Just a good solid number that I believe is tangible, I would say $2,500, right? It allows you to buy a lot of different contracts at different price points, like we saw with Alibaba. Alibaba was $95 a contract. And then if you incorporate risk management or not using all of your trading capital in one trade, realistically, you want to use as low as you can per trade. But with $2,500, you can break that into $500 a trade and give you 5 opportunities, right, to take trades before you use your capital to lose everything. So with $500, you could have bought 5 of those contracts of Alibaba today and made some decent money that was tangible, at least for me. You know, it's subjective and it all depends on everybody's own definition. So I typically say $2,500 to start with, just so you can get into different trades where you can, you know, make some money either on a day trade or a swing trade that is tangible, that you can feel. But with that being said, there really isn't a true defined answer on how much money you need to start. You see people probably all the time, like on Twitter, that do these $100 challenges or these $1,000 challenges, and they turn that into 10x. You know, 100 becomes 5,000 or 1,000 becomes 10,000. So it all depends on your skill set. But like I said, just a general rule of thumb, because I know people like direct answers, I would say $2,500. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't explicitly tell you what to and not to do. That's just a general rule of thumb that I've seen where it's been worth it for people when they first started. About $2,500 to start with. Let me see. But it was, I think, Yeshif says he doesn't understand anything but gambling. I'm not too sure what he means by that. He's saying what? So a little bit of clarification. Remember, everybody, so the whole goal of having the TikTok lives in the community is for us to come together and share ideas. So if you get anybody that's kind of like laughing at you or, you know, kind of poo-pooing your ideas, don't let it discourage you. Keep pushing yourself to learn. Keep looking for the motivation and people that support you. All right, Lynette, thank you so much for the follow. All right, DB says join. That's right. Thanks for coming through. Lynn, I see you. Thanks for coming through. Yes, Chef says a waste of people's time, but he is still in the live. Everybody take note of that. It's a waste of people's time, but he's still in the live rocking. He or she is still in the live rocking with us. But if you've got any other questions, feel free to ask. Don't let people discourage you. Keep pushing. Life is a journey. It's all about elevating. It's all about learning from your mistakes. Yo, Algo Tick, thanks for coming through. Jason, thanks for coming through. Yes, Estelle, thanks for coming through. What kind of option trades you make? So Eric, I'm not too sure. Yo, Shake, still in the live. That's right. Still in the live. I've never gotten out of the live. I'm in the live all day, 24 hours a day. So here we go. Eric Cottrell says, what kind of options trades do you make? So I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but If you're thinking or if you're asking about my trading style, I'm more of a scalper. I'm getting into swing trading so that people in my Discord community have more of an opportunity in their day-to-day life to get in the trades. So I'm training and learning and developing a swing trading style and strategy so that people have more than just one day or a couple of moments to get into a trade. So to re-answer your question, I'm a scalper. Most of my winning trades are 10 minutes or less, but I am developing swing trading so that my community has more than one day to get into a potential trading opportunity. JGEQ 1973 says, what is it you trade? So I trade options. If you're familiar with options, it's all based off of stock. So I trade options. Eric Hotel says call or puts or covered. A little bit of both. You know, one good way to get some passive income is to do some covered calls, you know, things like that. So if you own 100 shares of a particular company, it's a great way to get some, not necessarily passive income, but some easy income. And you don't have to worry about all of the analysis and more so of the mental real estate that actual day trading takes up. Yo, thank you all for rocking with your boy. We got about 20 people in the live. We've got 1.5K likes. What brokerage do you use? Big shout out to Shanice RN. Well, first, before I answer that question, Shanice, thank you so much for being an RN. Thank you for caring for people. I know that being an RN is not an easy job. I used to date a registered nurse. I was in nursing school, did my prereqs and did all of that kind of stuff. And so I know about all of it. I actually was on the surgical intensive care unit when I was doing my prereqs. So just the stuff that you guys do and provide care for, a big salute and thank you to you. Now to answer your question, what brokerage do I use? I use Webull and I use Robinhood. I use Webull and Robinhood. What we're looking at right now is a charting platform known as TradingView. So I go to TradingView to do all of my charting, but I use Robinhood and Webull to actually do my trades. Cud says, made a band in Iran today. Yo, Cuds, wasn't that you the other day? KUDS Cuds, wasn't that you the other day in the live that was talking about Iran? For sure, Shanice, I see you. Made a band in Iran. Let's go take a look at Iran. I think that was one I was having a little trouble finding. Let's go take a look at IREN. That's ticker symbol Intelligent Roger Edward Nancy. IREN. Let's go take a look. Yo, Kvorsi, I see you. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. We're just taking a look. We got one of the people in the chat. Cuds says that he made a band with IREN today. Let's go look. And I think when you were in the live the last time, I couldn't quite find this one. So Iris Energy Unlimited or Limited, pardon me. I remember this now. Yeah. Big shout out. I think he was calling this. So last week when I did live or a few days ago, Cuds, who's in the chat, was talking about this. I believe he said about calls. And so what we saw is this kind of double bottom right now. We've got this double bottom on the daily chart. Right over here, we had like this little base of support forming. We came up, came back down to this base of support, and we're shooting up. So it sounds like Cuds was in calls. We had a nice gap up. It went back and closed the gap, just like Alibaba, just like we saw with Alibaba today, and now it's running up. Yes, indeed. Looks like it's got another gap potentially way up here to fill too. Yo, Jeff McCann, thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for the likes. We got 1.6K likes. Yo, Foxy to you. Thank you. Any questions about options trading? No matter how small or big or convoluted or simple or whatever you think the question is, my number one goal for this period of time is to give you as much value as possible. And to remind y'all too to check out my community, Passive Income University. You get the first 30 days free. And then after that is just $10 a month. Yes. How much we in profit today, y'all? Oh snap, Double T2 is in the building. So I just made a couple $100 today. No, nothing greedy for me, couple $100. My scalp profit target for my trades is usually 5 to 10%. I made 7% today, so I was good. A couple $100 and I am outro like Gwyneth Paltrow. How about you, Double T? How did you do? Jaden Ruiz, want to check out Justin Egg? I'm not too sure about that. Is that a ticker symbol? Are we talking about crypto? Are we talking about stocks? Big shout out to Cuds, KUDS, who was in this play today for ticker symbol IREN. We're looking at the daily chart. It looks like we had a nice gap up. It closed the gap, came up. Devin and Jaden Ruiz is talking about crypto. Double T2 said made only about $3,100 today. If we're talking about $3,100, man, that's more than what doctors make. So don't only say only, be happy. I mean, I don't want to tell you what to do. Let me say that. I'm not telling you what to do at all. I don't want to come off that way. But I would also remind us, remember that if you're making over $1,000 a day, that's more than what neurosurgeons are making, you know, things like that. Maniac Mindset, thank you for the follow. King says crypto win. All right, let me go ahead and scroll back up. We were talking about, can y'all drop that ticker symbol for the crypto? Just an egg, is that what it's called? Just an egg? And Cuds, are you still in the live? Yeah, it doesn't look like it's in TradingView right now. Maniac Mindset, what trading platform are you using? So what you see right here in front of you, this is a charting platform called TradingView. Now, TradingView does have the ability to connect to brokers or trading platforms, but I only use it for charting. I use Webull and Robinhood for my trades, and then I use Fidelity for my long-term investing. Devin says it's on Dex Tools. Oh, looks like I got to get exposed to some new things. Want to just look it up, just an egg chart. So I don't have Dex Tools, and I don't want to waste everybody's time with me trying to get in on that. But let's see if we can pull up. Let's see. Just an egg. All right, let's see what we got here. Coin market cap. So what's Just an Egg about? Is it like a meme coin? Do you really believe in it? You just making money off of it? Just an Egg. Welcome to Just an Egg, the only cryptocurrency project that's exceptionally good. We believe in the versatility and the dynamicism of the humble egg as a model of the financial world. After all, what other food can be boiled, fried, scrambled, and poached, all within just a few steps? All right, looks like they're really going into the egg theme there. With that being said, I am reminded of one of the members, one of my actual partners in my Discord community, was talking about Comp as a crypto. That is COMP. So if you haven't already, go check out Comp. Looks like it might have some bullish run-up activity. King says, in the crypto win, you earn a lot. Yesterday, I won 10,000. Woof. Andy, thank you for the follow, my guy. Yo, Max, I see you. Thanks for coming through. Michelle Marie, thank you for coming through. I appreciate you. And thank y'all for the likes. We're almost at 2K. We're almost at 2,000 likes. Jaden, thanks for the follow. Harms Deals, thanks for coming through, spending some time. Yo, if you spend any time in the live with me today, thank you so much. You know, we're in an environment now where we're realizing more and more that time is the number one resource that you can't get back. So I can't express to y'all enough the fact that you would choose to spend a few moments rocking with me in my live and everybody just chopping it up and having a good time. All right. Jada says there should be a chart. For which one again? Let me scroll through. Was it for WEN? W-E-N? Shock, thank you for the likes. Was it W-E-N we were talking about? Oh, Just an Egg. There should be a chart on TradingView, or is there a chart back on the website? Let's see. Yo, Sprongo, thank you for the follow and thank you for the likes. Try a different link. Let's go back. Look at us rocking together. Look at all of us find this out. I feel like if anybody works in like corporate America or in the office environment, when you're sharing your screen on a meeting and then you're having to like figure it out and it's kind of like embarrassing a little bit. Is it on Coinbase? Let's see. Just an egg coin chart. Let's see. CoinGecko. What website do y'all use to chart it, to look at it? You can Google Dex Tools under CoinWatch. All right, where's CoinWatch? CoinWatch. Let's open up that. CoinWatch. Just an egg. Y'all really got me looking at this right quick. Just an egg. Is this it? Is Just an Egg really that far down into the fractions of a penny? Let's see what we got here. Oh, it looks like we had a crazy shoot up. Oh, snap. No Gecko. Go to CoinGecko. Let me go to CoinGecko. Is that what I need to do? Y'all got me all over the place. All right. Justin Egg. So it sounds like Justin Egg is outside of it being a quote unquote meme coin, it looks like they focus more on the financial sector. Let's see. Just an Egg on Gecko. Let's see, Gecko. CoinGecko. Alright, just an egg. So it sounds like y'all have made money. Is that right? Sounds like y'all have made the money. That's what it sounds like already. Let me move myself up a little bit. It sounds like y'all already got paid. That's what this is sounding like to me. Okay, what we got going on here? What we got going on here? Got a chart. Okay. It sounds like y'all already made the money. That's the 24-hour chart. Let's take a look at the 7-day. Let's see how this kind of looks. Oh, it's been running up over the past week. What's been causing it to push up? Not a lot of potential. Long hold. No, a lot of potential. No, a lot of potential. I've been doing this for a couple weeks and you earn well. All out here. Yo, Chocolate Panda, thanks for coming through. All right, so we're taking a look at this coin called Just an Egg. We're on the website CoinGecko just to take a look at the chart. I got it set on the past 7 days and it looks like it's been running up. So yeah, it's brand new. Most people don't know about it. Just an Egg. Yeah, it looks like it just needs to move. If you have a little bit of capital, a little bit of cash on hand, it looks like if it just moves a little bit, you'll make some money. Now, you said you use it through Dex Tools. How do you trade it? How do you buy it? Is it on Coinbase? Is it on, how do you, yo, Data Badung God King, thank you for the follow. Dune Sports, I see you in here. Phantom Wallet. Jaden Ruiz says he uses Phantom Wallet. So I'm hoping everybody's taking notes. This isn't just for me. This is for all of us to potentially learn something new. So if you're learning something new about crypto, because I'm not big into crypto, I stepped away from it. I was big in a minute ago. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, it was, I forgot the name of it, but it was one of the many crypto platforms that also had its own coin where if you held it, you got interest, things like that. So of course, like I said, I'm big on passive income, and that was one of the things that led me to finding those different cryptocurrencies where they had some type of component where you would get passive income. Coinbase, buy Solana, then get Phantom Wallet, then Trader Solana, Just an Egg. There you go. Shout out to Jaden Ruiz. Everybody take a note. Screenshot what Jaden said. Coinbase, buy Solana, then get Phantom Wallet, then trade Solana to Just an Egg. There you go. And I heard Solana is very, very strong. Very, very strong. Very, very bullish on Solana. Been hearing good things. All right, Troy Blondis, thanks for coming through. We got 65 people rocking with us. Latoya Pert, thank you for coming through and stopping by. Yo. I see y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. We're over 2,000 likes. So big shout out to Jaden Ruiz. So if you wanted to take a look at something potential, fair warning and disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not saying you should buy this. I'm just saying that what they're talking about is this cryptocurrency called Just an Egg. It's under pennies, or it's a penny coin right now, so it doesn't take a lot of money to get in. Please use extreme caution. Use extreme caution. All right, Devin says, what's the M cap on Just an Egg? Let's see if I can get that for you. The market cap, fully diluted. All right, it looks like it's 13 million. Is that right? Oh, whoa. Let's move this over. 13 million on the market cap. Total supply, just under 400 million max supply. All right. If I'm reading that correctly, it looks like the fully diluted valuation, which might be different than the market cap. All right, fully diluted valuation is the theoretical market capitalization of a coin if the entirety of its supply is in circulation. So about 13.3 million. I hope that answers your question, Devin. Yo, Zenith, thanks for coming through. Strick, I see you. Jaden Ruiz, are you holding this long term? It didn't sound like he was. Or maybe he is long. All right, let's go take a look and see what's going on with the market. Like I said, Kuds, KUDS, are you still in the chat, man? He said he made a band off of this coin play right here. It looks like it kind of had the same setup, at least for the day, that Alibaba did. So this was the play that I called out for Alibaba. We went down, closed this gap. We used the previous day high as a level of support, and then springboarded into this support and resistance zone. I've already said a few times, if you had saw my signal, or if you were already trading Alibaba to the upside for whatever reason, this is a good opportunity to go ahead and get out and take your profits. No need to be greedy. No need to be crazy. We're in this era with everything that's going on politically, with different nations and countries, with the U.S. economy, that the bears could strike at any moment. So if you're long or bullish or in calls, now's a good time to exercise some caution. SH says, heard of Sidus. That is SIDUS. I have not. Kanani says, hey bro, can you do for PARCL? Is that a cryptocurrency? Jaden Rudy says, what do you trade? I trade options. So we're talking about SPY, Alibaba, all the, the normal ticker symbols that you see over here. Apple, Adobe, AMD, Bank of America, Capital One, CVS, Cisco, Disney, Google, Home Depot, Honeywell, Hershey's, Intuit, Intel, Coca-Cola, so I trade options. That's what I look for. And if you are new to options trading, one of your initial steps where you want to start off is trading with SPY or trading QQQ. You have a lot of volume, a lot of activity, and trading those ticker symbols allows you to practice and try out different strategies and different setups. So if you're brand new to options trading and you're really trying to get your foot wet and you don't know what to trade, you want to trade QQQ and SPY because it gives you plenty of opportunities, whether you want to be a scalper, whether you want to be a swing trader, whether you want to be a day trader. You can try different styles, different setups, and different strategies, and not have to worry about it being like a slow moving type of thing because there's so much volume and activity. Jaden Rui says, I do it as well, but want to watch your trades. That's what's up. Pratham Patel says, futures on top. All right, SH, thank you for the like. Thank you. This is a good live, man. I appreciate all y'all. We're really rocking together. We are really rocking together. I like it. This is good vibes today. Good vibes. Of course, you got to keep the futures over here. That's what Pratham is saying. So I always keep the ES mini futures. I always keep it up. Always on one of the tabs in TradingView, without a doubt. Guaranteed 100% of the time. And I think you should keep up NASDAQ and some of the other ones, right? The futures and the large indices, because those are real reflections of what's going on with the market. And you might be too zoomed in on a particular ticker symbol that you're trading. And you might be unaware of the market making a shift. So I always keep futures up just to take a look at what's going on. Nia says, is this TradingView? Yes, indeed. Good eye, Nia. This is TradingView. And the dope thing about TradingView is there's a lot of customization. You can change the colors of the background. You can change the colors of the candlesticks. You can do all kind of things like that. So like I said, this was the play of the day, Alibaba. I alerted that. Once it closed this little, came down and closed this gap, you can see this little tiny rectangle. So I like to trade on the 30-minute chart. So you change it back to the 30-minute chart. I am primarily a scalper. But this little gap right in here, this little square, not even a gap, but this little rectangle that I drew is where I alerted to my community that, hey, you want to take some calls to the upside, or I wanted to take calls. This is TradingView. That's right, Nia. Good eye. Devin says, do you ever do $100 challenges? I have not. My perception of $100 challenges are you feel very confident and you feel like you've mastered your trading style, your trading techniques, and I'll keep it real. I don't feel like I've done that. Oh, snap. Why are they... All right. Yo, so sorry if it paused. I don't know if you guys ever been on live, but when you're live, TikTok always sends all kind of crazy alerts like, hey, there's some crazy comments, or are you still a human? If you're a human, do this little puzzle right quick. So that's what happened right now. But to Devin's question, do you ever do $100 challenges? I have not. I plan on doing it one day, but like I said, my thoughts on $100 challenges or $1,000 challenges or whatever it is when you're using a small amount is you've mastered your level and your setup and your strategy when it comes to trading. And I don't feel that I'm there yet, but maybe I should push myself to do a $100 challenge just to see how good I am. Yo, Alan, thanks for joining. Thanks for coming through. Franco, Hollywood. Yeah, so this is TradingView, Nia. Thank you for rocking with us and coming through. Okay, let's see if we can find some plays though. Let's see if we can find some plays. Let's see if we can find a play. Let's first take a look at SPY, which is down. And look at, like I said I said it earlier. I said I think we're gonna just operate in this little shaded area for the day because we had already closed this gap. See, this gap was formed way back here. We already closed it with this downside move, and now this might just be a support and resistance zone. And I said earlier, if you were in calls when it was at the top, before this wick was even formed, I said earlier, if you were in calls, it would be good to take those profits and just chill out. So I do think, you know, we're less than an hour left with the market being open. We are going to, of course, land somewhere in this area. But let's just take a look to see what the deal is for this day. Yeah, I think we might even flatten out. Right? This white line right here represents Friday's high, and we might just use Friday's high as some level of support. Yo, Anthony Sylvester, thanks for coming through. Roberto Gonzalez, I see you. Thank y'all for the likes. Island Simplicity, hey, I see y'all. Momo to Chicago, what's up? Rick, thank y'all for coming through. Yep. So what I like to do in the last like 30 minutes, an hour of the market being open is looking at the daily charts for different tickers to see if we're already forming something that could be a possible swing trade. Let's just take a look. Let's do it together. Little, what's the name? A lot of gap closures, it looks like today. Would have been good to have got. I was thinking about calls on Friday for Apple too. Would have been nice. You would have had that little gap up, and if you were patient, it would have closed the gap and then came on up for us. Yes, indeed. All right. Who else we got? Let's take a look at AbbVie. Let's just run through these tickers right quick. Yowza. AbbVie, what is going on in the world? Moises Gonzalez, yo, Mia, I see you. Or is it Maya? Mia, Abu, Magical Music, I see y'all. Thanks for coming through. Kind of choppy on AbbVie on the daily chart. Let's see who's looking good. Yo, Maya, thank you for the follow. Big salute. Much love to you. I appreciate it. Feel free to hit me up with any questions. You could leave a comment on one of my videos. You could DM me, anything like that. Whatever I can do to give you value, I am all for it. Tate, appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. All right, we're looking at Alibaba with this run up, strong bullish activity and sentiment. I want something very obvious, very clear. Bank of America, how are you looking? Bank of America with the run up. All right, let's see. How are we looking? Who's got what for us? I'm looking for like a very this is overly obvious play, which is kind of tough, right? In this market that we're in, it's kind of tough. So much turmoil, volatility, and uncertainty in the markets. Yo, Eric, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Redbone777, thank you so much for the follow. I see you. Okay. What we got? I'm looking for something. You know, one thing I will say, I mean, I already talked about not playing earnings, but in my Discord community, one that we've been looking forward to, an earnings play that we've been watching for a while. Wave, follow the creator. Thank you, Wave. Hydra RL always got to be on the grind. That's right. You always got to be a shark. You got to be on the hunt when it comes to trading. Not that you want to overtrade. I'm not saying you want to overtrade, but you should always be looking for opportunities. No overtrading. Don't overtrade, because more trades does not equal more money. We all know that. But you always want to be looking. You always want to be looking out there. Now, in my Discord community, one thing that we've been talking about for a long time is, when we've been analyzing and we've been doing research, is Pepsi. That's ticker symbol PEP. That is Perry Edward Perry, the competitor to Coca-Cola. We have been talking about Pepsi's earnings for about a month and a half now. And I think I even have it on my watch list just to prove it. I love providing proof and receipts. That's one of my favorite things to do. I think I have it on my watch list in Robinhood. Let me go to, let's see. Does it have it over here? All right, here we go. Look at this already. We were waiting for the earnings, but here it is on the watch list. April 26th. expiring today, but I want to prove to y'all that we've been talking about this for a long time. And does it show me when I added it to... When did I add it to... does it show on here? I know it shows on the app. It doesn't show when I added it. I just want to show you guys when I added this to the watch list. I don't quite see it. Tesla's probably finna go bearish. Wave says, I think they're going on strike. Oh, really? I hadn't heard that. I gotta stay on the news. Like you said, gotta stay on the grind forever. Gotta stay on the grind forever. Today's return, geez, 52%. So Pepsi does have earnings. I think when is Pepsi's earnings? Let's go take a look. So they've got earnings tomorrow before the market opens, and we've had this crazy run up. So I'm wondering if they're going to push it down. I wonder if they're going to push it down, because we were looking at earnings for Pepsi when it was like down here. And when we added the contracts to our watch list, we saw a crazy run up, and then it came down, and now they ran it up in these past few days, these past few weeks. It's broken above these highs, so I'm wondering if they're wanting to push it down. But Wave is giving us some information. So Pepsi, they're talking about going on strike, huh? Let's go see. Wow. Pepsi worker strike. Or are you talking about 2 hours ago? Pepsi can avoid a strike by... Oh, snap. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. And it's interesting. If they announced that 2 hours ago and it's running up, what's that about? Benzinga News. Yeah, Benzinga's a good source. Big shout out to Wave. Yo, Kali, thank you for coming through. Ben P, thank you for coming through. Yes, yes, yes. So we want to, just drop a little what's the name for the community. Wow. Like I said, I burned my hand too many times with playing earnings, but Pepsi was one that we have been looking at for a long time. And with news of this strike, I'm kind of like, yo, what's going on? Maybe that's a good sign, and not in a good way. Not that I'm celebrating it, right? Not that I'm celebrating it, but clearly, if we're talking about beating revenue, beating earnings, things like that, and we've got employees that want to go on strike, typically, why do employees go on strike? For salaries, better wages, better working conditions, things like that. So it might be a sign that Pepsi might be beating earnings. That's what I didn't understand. Let's drop a what's the name into the Discord. All right. I really need to get better with the what's the names. All right. Let's see what's going on. Oh, snap. People have joined. Oh, snap. Yo. We got some people have joined. Like I said, join Passive Income University, Discord community. You get the first 30 days free. And then after that, it's just $10 a month. Like I said, we do monthly cash giveaways. So big shout out to Quill Trades. Thank you so much. We got the trading chat room. All right. We got people dropping plays. Look at that. Okay. We got people that trade penny stocks. We got people that trade futures. That's what's up. So Wave, you're saying you didn't understand about going on strike and potential earnings? Yo. That is crazy. Okay. Big shout out to Quill. I don't know if you're still in the chat, if you're still rocking with us, but thank you for joining. Yo, Destiny Digitals, thank you for the follow. I'll be tapping in with everybody that followed. The stock is moving up. Yeah, so here's my thoughts. And this is like, please don't take this like me celebrating this at all. But we all know the world that we live in, right? And unfortunately, we live in a world that's very driven by numbers, being capitalism, things like that. I'm thinking that the market makers, the big players, they're taking it as a good sign that they're going on strike. If they're, and this is very twisted, but if they're announcing a strike, maybe it's related to the workers not getting the wages that they deserve. And if Pepsi is holding back on paying wages, which is an expense, that is an indication that they're probably saving money and that they might have an earnings revenue beat. I know it's a really effed up way to think about things in the society that we live in, but that's probably what's going on that is running up based on that news. Nia, thank you so much for the follow. Big salute to you. Hack Daddy says we going parabolic. Yadadai means we going parabolic out here. How long do you have on here? I'm in a trading course, but I need answers. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, Elijah. How can I help you? What's up? Not too sure what you mean, but whatever I can do to help you. Dang, we got the earnings tomorrow. What is going on with Pepsi? And the strike? Let me go here. Yo, what is going on with PEP and the workers going on strike? Like I said, we've been talking about PEP earnings, Pepsi earnings for over a month and a half. And I think I'm trying to show and prove it to y'all, right? It doesn't show when I added it to the watch list, but what we can see, these contracts that we added to the watch list are up 52%. And it's weird because it shows you on the phone. Oh, there we go. Day added. Look at this. March 21st. So about a month ago, a little under 6 weeks. I was a little off. But a month ago, we added this to the watch list. We've been talking about Pepsi earnings for the past month, doing a lot of research and a lot of analysis. We collectively believe that Pepsi is going to beat their earnings. We really do believe that. But that's the deal. So we added this to the watch list on the 21st. It's up 52% since we added it, which means that we probably should have just bought calls at that time. We're strongly believing that Pepsi is going to beat earnings. But I'm not even going to front. I'm going to tell y'all straight up. It does give me a little cause of concern that the workers are going on strike today. And this is why I say I've gotten burned so many times playing earnings like Netflix last week. So as much as I want to play, I think I'm just going to take a step back. And like I said, if you want to play earnings and you're new, play the momentum after it, right? So with Netflix last week, if you would have waited till the after hours craziness, it still continued to push down even further when the market opened up. So my thoughts are, because I really want to play these earnings, we've been talking about this in the community for a long time, for a month now. I'm just going to wait. I learned my lesson. I'll wait for the news for tomorrow. And then if it's bullish sentiment or activity, I'll get in calls. If it's bearish, then I'll get in puts. But I'm not going to get in beforehand because I've gotten burned. And that really is like gambling. That's one thing I've learned. You never know what a company might say or do that'll completely topple the earnings. All right. Elijah, sounds like you had a question. What questions do you have? How can I help you, Elijah? All right. Don't laugh at me. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate y'all. Elijah, are you still on? Are you still here? Let's see. Can I see if Elijah's still here? It looks like Elijah's gone. Dang it. So with that being said, I appreciate all of y'all for rocking with us. Like I said, you can check my bio. You can join Passive Income University, get into our Discord community. We have all of these resources for you. All of these different resources. We got courses, we've got quizzes, we got assessments. You could do one-on-ones. We have weekly group sessions, all of that kind of stuff. So you get the first 30 days free, and then it's just $10 a month. And the thing that I'm the most proud about is that we do a weekly cash giveaway or give back to the community. All it is each month I come up with some type of challenge that encourages you to invest and, more importantly, build a passive income portfolio. And then I pick one of the community members that participated in the challenge, and I'll Cash App you or Venmo you or Zelle you some cash. But my main goal is to encourage you to build a passive income portfolio. But with that being said, I'll see y'all tomorrow when I go live. I appreciate everybody that rocked with me today. Peace.